This is Neil Ratner Rock Doc here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcendental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcendental, his stunning new office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 375. Annie Lennox celebrated her 69th birthday this past week. Born on Christmas Day in Aberdeen, Scotland, Annie's musical ability was obvious from an early age, and in the 1970s, she won a place at the Royal Academy of Music in London. Annie was the best flute player in her small town, and always thought she would have a career as a classical flautist. However, as she describes, from the very beginning, she knew the Royal Academy was not for her.
There was a point in my life when I was very young. I came down to London to study classical music. I was a flute player and I played piano. And it didn't work out. I went to the Royal Academy of Music and I knew from the very first day that I stepped in the building that it wasn't right for me. I shared this basement flat apartment and I didn't have any money, but with their money, they bought albums and were very proud of the LPs that they bought. So he came in with a Joni Mitchell album, which I think was probably Court and Spark. You know, it was something else. And what I identified with was this extraordinary lyrical aspect, this poetic aspect of visual painting, but in sound and in word. It sort of made everything come together.
She showed you this path was possible.
Yeah, that was life-changing. That encounter with her music changed my life.
Annie dropped out of the Royal Academy in 1976 and became the lead singer in a band called The Tourists with Dave Stewart. The two went on to form Eurythmics, releasing a long list of hit singles, including Sweet Dreams, Here Comes the Rain Again, and Would I Lie to You. Lennox embarked on a solo career in 1992 and has sold more than 80 million albums, first as half of Eurythmics, then as a critically acclaimed solo artist. And in 2022, she and Dave Stewart were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In addition to her career as a musician, Lennox is also a social activist. As founder of the Sing campaign, Annie raises money and awareness for HIV/AIDS as it affects women and children in Africa, a cause she was inspired to take up after she performed in a series of concerts to honor Nelson Mandela. Okay, let's listen. From her Grammy-winning album Diva, Annie Lennox and Walking on Broken Glass.